Hi, I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Mia. Welcome to episode 1 of Catering Solutions Cooks.
Today we're going to be sharing with you one of our most favorite recipes, our chocolate banana muffins. And we're going to do it with a few modifications of things that you might have in the kitchen right now. Some things that you'll need to get started: a large bowl, small bowl, some fresh or frozen bananas, especially if they're starting to go dark, white flour, white and wheat flour, whatever you've got, sugar, salt, baking powder, baking soda. You can use oil or applesauce or a combination, and cocoa and eggs. And then you also need your muffin tins. First things first, make sure you wash your hands. Sing happy birthday twice.
Happy birthday to you.
The next thing is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees.
First, add your dry ingredients.
In your small bowl, put your flour. You can put a combination of flour. So the original recipe is for 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of whole wheat flour. You can use a combination of multigrain flours, do half and half, or in this case, when I'm at home, all I have is regular all-purpose flour. And I also only put in half of a cup of cocoa these days because a cup of cocoa is a lot. So your second ingredient is a half of a cup of cocoa. Next, you're going to put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Then you have 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And finally, 1 teaspoon of salt. Grab a whisk and whisk all the dry ingredients together so they're well mixed. And try to keep them all in the bowl. Okay, next we're going to start with our wet ingredients. Now I always have bananas frozen just for baking purposes. Anytime I have bananas that are starting to turn brown, pop them in a freezer bag, take the skin off first and freeze them. You can also use fresh bananas, and especially if they start going brown, they're the best for baking, they're more sweet. So this recipe calls for 6, so we put 6 frozen bananas in there, and then we mix it with 1.5 cups of sugar. Then you're going to take either your hand mixer, your KitchenAid, or you can just use a wooden spoon, and you're going to beat these together.
It may be hard to get rid of all the chunks, but once you're done with your electric mixer, you can go in with a spoon and get rid of all of them.
Once the bananas and the sugar are smooth, you can add in your 2 eggs and mix them well. Break those yolks, Mia. And then you're going to add in your applesauce or your oil or both. And you need 2/3, so the healthiest option would be to put in the applesauce. We happen to have 1 little cup here at home. Since it's not quite enough, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil. And we can use either olive oil or canola oil, whatever you have there. And just get it all nice and mixed in.
Once your wet ingredients are thoroughly mixed through, add your dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and mix it. But don't mix it too much because you don't want your batter to get tough.
At this point, if you happen to have a zucchini or a yellow squash at home, you can peel that and then grate it and get some grated zucchini or squash and throw it right in. You won't be able to taste it. It makes it even more moist than it already is and just adds a little bit of nutrition. Okay, next we're going to spray our muffin tins. You can use a muffin liner, but I find that these are really sticky because they have so much fruit in them. So it's easier to just use a spray or a little bit of olive oil that you brush in the muffin tins themselves. So after I spray each one, Mia is going to go ahead and start filling them.
If you don't have a traditional scooper like we did, you can just simply use a small ladle and scoop up a good amount of batter and then use a spoon to scrape it out. The spoon is really helpful to scrape out the batter because it gets out all the chunks of banana and every last bit of batter that you want to put into your tray. This recipe makes about 1.5 dozen muffins depending on how big your bananas are. But for now, let's just put these in the oven. These muffins will be ready in about 20 to 25 minutes.
Mia, muffins are ready. The muffins are ready in 20 to 25 minutes. When you press them, they should bounce right back to you, so then you know they're finished in the center. They're really hot, but we're going to pop one out now. steam's coming out. How's it smell?
Really good.
These are really good muffins. With the applesauce, all the bananas in them, they're actually really good for you too. And you can adapt them with whatever you have in the house. And you don't even have to put cocoa in. You can mix in really anything. You can put chocolate chips in, you can put in fresh berries, all kinds of things. So make these muffins yourself at home, or hey, give us a call. We're starting a home delivery service, so if you want anything brought into you, we can bring us our muffins, really any dinners, any lunches, and a few of our grocery staples as well. Have a great night. Thanks for watching and enjoy.